Hello everyone, and welcome back to Whitetail Survival. Today I wanted to go over another survival kit here. This one is made by Real Steel. This company makes knives, but this is just another survival kit I picked up to go over. I've had this one for a little while, and here it is. It's a bigger kit than the other ones. It's in a pouch, and it has MOLLE straps on the back, so if you want to, you could strap this onto a pouch or even just run it across your belt. This one's gonna have a little bit more room in it if you're somebody that likes to add stuff to these, which is awesome. It has a Velcro patch area here, so if you had some patches, you could put whatever you wanted on here. So on here is a small contents list on here. So, and I've never opened this one yet. So we're going to use this Real Steel knife here to open it up. I have a couple of their knives. They're good knives. So let's put that down and let's open this thing right up. So this thing unzips the entire way out, and then it flips open. Here is a view of everything that's on the inside, and this has a lot more stuff, and how could it be a Real Steel survival kit without having a knife? So this is our first survival kit that you actually get a fixed blade knife in that I've looked at yet, and Real Steel makes good quality stuff. So let's get into it. We'll hit this side last. So let's come over here. There is a lot of paracord here. There's probably at least 25 feet. And it is actual paracord. If I could find an end for it here, I would show you. There's a pretty good hank in here, and they must have the end tucked in, but I just wanted to see if it was a survivor cord or if it was just regular paracord. So if we can open this up real quick and get a look. So I don't see any other color threads in here. Just looks like regular paracord, so probably 25 feet. It's not quite as thick as a 50-foot hank of cord. And then tucked into this little pouch here, we have quite a few safety pins. These have a plethora of uses. There is a lot of things you can do with these. So there's 9 of these here. Seems like an odd number. Okay, there's 10 of these here. I miscounted, so these are large ones. So in this little kit here, this is a fishing kit, and I like how they have this wrapped up. And all of this packaging is really good. Like even these bags, you can feel these little bags are high quality compared to some of the ones we open up. So here's some instructions for this. This is a piece of signal. I guess it's a signal mirror, but it's basically a piece of reflective tape with a hole in it. You could use this to signal if you had to, and that would come in handy. You could stick this to something else and use that as your signal mirror, but that's useful. And in here you have, there's 5 pre-strung fishing hooks, and they're wrapped. Oh, there's 4 pre-strung hooks and 1 spare hook. I guess in case you break a line, you still have a hook. These do not have an eyelid on them. They're the ones you have to tie around the. You have to tie it around the back of the hook. And the last thing in here is a ferrocerium rod. So this one's a lot thicker than the little tiny ones you get. It's probably, you know, whatever that is, it's exactly 3 inches long, and it's a little bit over 1/4 of an inch thick. So that's a good ferrocerium rod. You get a lot of strikes out of one like that. And this third little piece of elastic here is a wire saw. And these things work good if you know how to use them. If you break it, you're kind of done, but you can make a bow saw with one of these, or just use it with toggles. They cut. They're not the best thing, but in a pinch, these do work. Let's go into the zipper pouch. Slide this thing open and we'll see what's inside of here. So, here we have a compass, and this feels pretty high quality. It's not liquid filled, but with this type of compass, you have immediate change of direction. So you don't have to wait for that needle to catch up. That's awesome. And you can turn this one, and beside the actual compass, there's a magnifying glass here. You can use that to make a fire, and then there's some other measurements on the bottom here for map reading, millimeters and inches. So that actually feels like a pretty good compass. Slide that down. And there's nothing else in this side pouch. So we might as well do this while I have it. This whistle here. So I'm gonna bring this out here and I'm gonna blow on it, so. Here it is. And you can hear that one. The noise is coming out of both channels, so. That one's extremely loud. I like that whistle. It's compact. You can slide this into your pocket. Here we have a small sewing kit. It has 2 buttons, another safety pin, a needle, and normally there's a threader in here, but this one doesn't have one, so it must be a different kit than what comes in mine. So let's pull the knife out here. And here it is. It tells you the designer of the knife up there. And over here it says real steel. So this isn't a small knife by no means. It's skinny. This thing would be good for skinning or gutting. It comes to a real fine point, which is awesome, but it's not thin. It's a thick knife. It's looking like from the very back of the knife to the very tip of the knife. It looks to be about 6.5 inches. So you can get a full grip on it, and if you wanted to, you could take some of that paracord and make yourself a lanyard if your hands are a little bigger than mine. I'll bring it out here and show you. So you can get a full grip on that thing. It has a spot for your thumb to ride into for if you really need to bear down on it. And it's a fixed blade, so you don't have to worry about busting this thing. And as you can see, it's in a Kydex sheath, and these ones are riveted together, so there's no retention or anything. It's just, it's in there. It's never gonna fall out of there. I imagine there's a clip you could probably get to put this on your belt, but you could always make a lanyard and carry this around your neck. So it's a good little knife. There's no markings on what steel it's made out of or anything like that on it, but this is probably the most important tool. It would be extremely hard to remake this tool out in the environment. A lot of people carry a knife with them, so, but this is a good redundancy, and if not, this is a nice thing to have in the kit just to have with you in case you lost your knife yourself, or just to have it. I mean, that's a great part of a kit. It's something else you wouldn't have to carry on your body if you didn't want to. Inside of the sleeve, we have a emergency space blanket, and this is a gold colored one. Feels like it's pretty decent quality, just like everything else. There's some directions actually on here to tell you how to use this thing. So that's good, and we'll take one more check in here, make sure there's nothing else. And that's it. So other than that, There's the pouch with the real steel on it, and there's the extra webbing in the back, a little pull handle. So this is the Real Steel survival kit. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and we will catch you on the next one.